That's bamboozle, baby. Give me something insane. You give me a 4/4. You give me my 7-drop as a 4/4. I play that to the best of my ability, and you give me doo-doo water. I actually like all of this. This entire hand's good. Especially against a priest where I don't need that insane early game. Or I'm not going to get hit with an insane early game. Feels really nice. We play this. Then we play Mancrick. Then we probably play Sparkjoy Cheat after he plays a spell. He's got to play a spell, right? Oh, look, it's not pure aggro shaman. This is my 8th game of the day, and it is the first non-shaman or face hunter matchup. So that's sick, actually. I actually get to maybe play this game. Let's go! Ah, aggro is so stupid, man. Hit that. Pass. If he plays a spell to kill my 3/2, it draws me cards, and I'm fine with that. Play a spell. Use, like, Holy Smite or something to kill my 3/2. I want you to kill it. If you don't... No, yeah, I want you to kill it. $10 p.m. stream. Just got Legend with Big Minion Warrior. Let's try to kill him with this strategy. Mancrick again. Shadow Step, Mancrick again, and then also just play like one Thief or whatever. And Fireball for extra burst, and we'll save the weapon charge. What deck tracker do I use? Hearthstone deck tracker. It's just called Hearthstone deck tracker. Blizzard ignores wild. Yeah, we're not talking about wild right now. But at a certain point, it kind of feels like Blizzard ignores standard too, you know? I'm gonna play this. I don't want to overcommit to the board though. So I'm just gonna play this and probably Swindle. And see if I can, actually, or do I want to just play this? No, well, I don't want to overcommit because Hysteria exists. But what 3 damage removal does he have? I guess he could have the new card, right? He could have the new card that destroys all auto attack minions. So let's not overcommit to the board or anything. We can wait this out because he's probably gonna wipe it, right? Stealer of Souls is busted. Yeah, I know. I've seen the clips. I've seen the videos. I watched Zeddy talk about it. It is a crazy deck. Okay. And then Venomous Scorpid's fine, I guess. Blizzard's just been slacking recently. Yeah, I can kind of see that. We got good burst in hand. If we can, you know, get it, that'd be fun. Boom, draw a card. Probably Swindle. Ugh. I can't afford to play. I mean, actually, no, yeah, we do this and then hit it once, right? That's fine. I've got some other Olgras in my deck. Why is Standard and Wild like completely reversed? In Standard, Warlock sucks and Hunters are stupid good. Well, Wild is the exact opposite. I mean, because in a Wild... Because the strength of Hunter comes from the ability to have a consistent early game that nobody else can really match. But the problem with Hunter and Wild is every single card in Wild, or every single deck that you make in Wild, has been optimized to some extent. which means that it's almost impossible to play and beat it or to play Hunter reliably, because everything has insane removal or just as fast of an early game. Whereas in Standard, it has unmatched damage and unmatched early game, so it just steamrolls everything. That's basically what it boils down to. Do I want to play Jandis and play into, like, Soulmere? Or this, and then hope? I want to try to go off with Jewel or Hanar later. I think that the Hanar is actually better. Let's go with Jandis, and then hit, and then just re-weapon up. It's fine. Just push some damage. It's okay. There's a Hearthstone YouTuber that does just wild OTKs. There's so many. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, for wild, it's kind of like modern, right, in Magic. I don't play it, but I have friends that have played it. And the combos they describe to me, and sometimes I'll, like, play test decks with them and do random stuff. Like, I play like garbage because I don't play the game very often, but they'll play test stuff, and they'll be like, okay, I'm killing you now. And I'm like, bro, it is turn 1. What are you talking about? You're killing me now. What? And then I'm just dead, and I'm sitting there wondering where I went wrong. That's a decent amount of damage. Wicked, this is 14 plus 12 is 26, right? Fire, Wicked. And it's the same general concept with, like, Wild, right? Everything is insane. Everything is optimized to the point where it doesn't feel like you can actually do too much. You know? I don't know. That's just my personal opinion on it. Maybe I'm wrong. You guys can tell me if I'm right or wrong. I could very easily be wrong about all of this. But I feel like that's why Hunter sucks and Warlock is good. Because Warlock is a class where if you optimize everything, you can combo insanely well. And you have more reliable draw than almost any other class. Whereas Hunter, that's not the case. But yeah, even if you're not, like, dead on turn 1, the problem is everything, like, the pace of the game is super fast. Or it can be. Or there's super good removal for the slow decks to make sure you don't die super fast. But anyway, moving on. We want to keep Efficient Octoba. I think it's the best card to keep. Hanar is also a very good card to keep, but I feel like it would be good. No, it's good. It's fine. And then we could also keep, like, Dirty Chicks. If we coin out Hanar. No, that doesn't make sense. Hanar is kept often and has a high win rate when kept, but is usually held for a while and not played until around turn 5 or 6. But I'm gonna keep it because I guess I'd rather have the option to have it than not have it, I guess, at the end of the day, right? 177 views and only 34 likes. True. Kind of weird. Glad to catch your stream again. Hope you're doing well. I am doing well, Vincent. I'm doing very well. I hope you are also doing well, my friend. I don't think Demon Hunter has a way of killing or dealing 4 damage, at least early on into the game, so we'll see. What 3 classes do you hate to face from this meta the most, Ecor? That's actually a pretty easy one, at least for 2 of them. Hunter and Shaman are absolute dumpster fires to play against. They are just awful. The other one, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I think my last one would be. No, it's Druid. Druid's the last one. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating, actually. It is ridiculous. They either ramp up and you lose, or they don't hit the ramp or insane tokens, and then they lose. It's so weird to me. But it is still annoying. Hunter, Shaman, Druid, exactly, yeah. It took me a second to remember Druid existed. But I was like, oh, they either Celestial Alignment and they win. Develop a huge sticky board, like it's nothing, and win. Right? This will reduce the cost of all of these things. That's pretty good, I would say. Boom, 1 thief. see what I get, and then maybe just re-weapon. Combustion's really good. Combustion would have been really good. I still think Combustion's the take here, and then we just hit once in Hero Power. And I don't want to bounce anything back to the hand. Do I? Actually? That card's going to be really annoying. Let's bounce it back to his hand so he can't do anything with it. I've used Face Hunter to finish my climb to Legend, not ashamed. I mean, and that's fair, right? Like, it's a deck in the game, and even though it annoys me, I know people are going to play it. It is still just frustrating when I see it almost, like, as the main thing in the meta. And I'm not saying I don't play it either. It's, I think, my, like, third most played deck this season. I play it a lot because people like watching it. Really? That's the 4-drop you give me? Oh, man, that's gross. That's pretty bad. I don't know. I have a lot of things to say about how dumb it all is. But, I don't know. Boom, Bamboozle. Avenge. Just to get some extra tempo out on the board. Do I want another Bamboozle? I feel like another Bamboozle would be fine. Let's go with another Bamboozle. And then I'll just go face. Demon's Paladin? No. I mean, actually I do a little bit because it was very board focused. And I think that's the reason I don't mind losing to Demon Hunter, right? Because there are minions that he puts on the board that I constantly can, like, trade into. So it doesn't feel that bad or as bad when I lose against it. Dude, that's double back-to-back insane low rolls here. That's crazy. That's insane. And then he just kills that too. That's so lame, actually. I'm not even kidding. If I had just gotten a better 5-drop, I could have... Ugh. Bonk, Combustion, does perfectly wipe the board, and then we just, I guess, play Swindle. See what we get off of that. Sparkjoy cheat can be used later on, we pass. I don't know. Like, obviously, Paladin was a problem. I'm not saying it wasn't, but I'm also saying that it's not as bad anymore. Anyway, I think I want to play... Do I want to play Sparkjoy cheat? Or do I want to play Jandis? I do want to play Jandis and hope for the best here. Don't low roll me again, man. You already lowered me with both Bamboozles. Okay, that's fine. It's actually embarrassing how bad both of those Bamboozles were, to be honest. Oh, boy. Great. Kills that. Hero powers, Ghost Face. Fantastic. Yes, aggro is good for the game of Hearthstone, but it's not good when it is this oppressive. The whole point of the video I made was that there's a triangle. There is a rock, paper, scissors to Hearthstone. Control beats aggro, aggro beats OTK, OTK beats control. But when aggro is so efficient that it can beat everything, if you're playing rock, paper, scissors and you're told rock will always win, but it will tie against rock, you're not going to ever pick paper because there's no reason to. Scissors already lost to rock, so everybody just plays rock. Like, I'm not saying aggro itself isn't good. In fact, aggro itself is good to have in the game of Hearthstone. You misinterpret what I said then, but that's okay, I guess. We use everything here, actually. We just trade in and kill off everything and get the secret passage back. That's pretty good. And, like, this deck is also frustrating to go against because it's also really strong in aggro E. But it's not pure aggro. Like, there are things I can do to kind of play around it, you know? Or at least it feels like I can. Other times they do stuff like this, and I'm like, what the heck am I supposed to do? Ambush, send the 3-2 into the 4 into this into that. Board gets wiped, I gain nothing, and I lose. Like, I don't see any glaring misplays that I made. I just get rushed down. Shadow Step, that's great, actually. That's fantastic. This allows me to draw a card. This gives me maybe a 5-drop, I guess. Lifesteal. Rush. Freeze 2. Gonna have to go with that. Pass. I mean, I'm dead this turn, right? Yeah, I'm dead this turn. Hey, Stigma, how's it going? I feel like this deck would be fun to play against if their 8-8 for 8 was like a 6-6 for 8. Or a 7-7. Or was 9 mana, so they had to wait one more turn to play it. Like King Crushes, you know? 9 mana, but I don't know. Maybe get rid of Illidari Inquisitor's Rush. I don't know what I would do. I mean, Bamboozle doesn't matter, right? It's still gonna just die in 2 hits because Kreen makes everything invulnerable. Where does mid-range fit? If you watch the video, I said mid-range is like right smack dab in the middle. Like, it's a thing that can beat everything, but you flip a coin. It's like, let's say rock, paper, scissors, and then your last option is like clap. And clap is okay. Flip a coin, heads I win, tails you win. And it's, but depending on the power of mid-range, it could be different, right? Rush, Freeze 2, Shadow Step. Oh, I wanted to kill that, but whatever. Shadow Step. Use this again. Hopefully it hits some other things, and hopefully I don't die, but I'm pretty sure I am dead. I mean, I bought myself a turn, theoretically, but I don't know if it's enough. Controller worth the craft? I would say yes. It beats Aggro Shaman and Aggro Warrior and Demon Hunter, so go ahead, craft it. Okay. I know people are gonna bring up like, oh, you're losing with Rogue, even though people are playing in High Legend, so it's good. But they're saying that without knowing the whole story. And the whole story is at high ranks, people don't play as much pure aggro, right? Like if you go to a high Twitch stream right now, like I'll just go to Twitch right now and look at somebody higher ranked. I'll go to like, I guess D-Money. D-Money plays at a high rank and he's a part of my team, so I gotta show him some support. Okay, he's actually not that high of a legend player right now. That's kind of oof. Fine, we'll go to Pizza. Pizza's 52 legend. He's playing against OTK Demon Hunter. Do you know how many OTK Demon Hunters I have played against since the expansion has dropped? Literally 0. But just in a small sample size, I go to see what deck a high legend player is going against, and it's OTK Demon Hunter, which means he can play weirder decks because it's not, I don't know. It's just an entirely different game at high legend. I don't know what I'm looking for here. Blackjack Stunner, I mean, doesn't suck.
Don't let the door hit you.
But we just lose, well played. I'll just concede to speed it up. But I'm kind of curious to see what deck Pizza ends up going against next, just to see, like, is it going to be back-to-back not aggro to show how different it is at high legend? Or is it going to be an actual aggro deck, which I'm assuming it won't be. To be fair, Pizza's also playing against a Shaman right now. So, I mean, like, it's not totally out of the question, but it's just less common there. Will you keep Efficient Octobot? I think I even coined it out, honestly. But yeah, you're right. Rock, paper, scissors isn't the perfect analogy. Rock isn't always going to beat scissors. Scissors isn't always going to beat paper, and so on and so forth. The thing that I'm trying to say is it will most likely happen. I can say with like 70-ish% certainty that it will happen based on that given matchup. It's not 110, it's more like 70-30, yeah. but it's like you're favored to win. And if I play well and I know the matchups and I can change that and win a little bit more frequently, that would be great. Like, I'd be more than happy with that. Man crick, that's fine. We play another one. And then this to see what we get. And then we probably play ambush. We'll go with Ruined Orb, because Shooting Star doesn't feel too good. Ambush, hit face, pass, because it's just kind of weird. Professor Ecor. I mean, that's the whole point, right? Like, if I'm not able to play at the highest level that I would like to, because I just don't like the meta and have no motivation to play, I will at least try to do my best to teach people, like, what's going on, why things are going the way that they're going, and stuff like that. Because I think that's important to know, right? Like, if you could learn that kind of stuff, it would help you guys in the long run learn how to play. And at the end of the day, that's what I'm here to try to do. Try to help you guys learn how to play. Let's Ruined Orb and see if I get anything for maybe cheap dirty tricks to draw cards. Could be quite helpful. But I think it's going to have to be Hero Power, Ambush. And then we'll play these things next turn. I think it's still dirty tricks. But it's Ambush, Hero Power, hit. I'm going to play Man Crick next turn, dirty tricks next turn, and all that jazz. That's fine. Oh, that's a little bit weird. Kind of weird champ. I'd rather play this and draw a card than play Man Crick, because this applies more pressure to the board in total. And then if he plays this, it'll trigger Ambush as well, which is kind of cool. So I'm fine with this. This is not bad. Returning that to his hand slows down his tempo. That's all we need to do against a Shaman until we can somehow get our own stuff rolling. Like, yeah, for the rock, paper, scissors thing, like, control won't always lose to OTK, right? If you get a good Mutanus, and let's say you hit the Il'gynoth, or you play a Lucia in Priest, like, there are ways that you can win those matchups. It's not a done deal. Do I want to play Kazakus, or just get Man Crick out there and swindle? If I play Kazakus, I'm gonna play Man Crick swindle, so I can draw some more cards here. I just like being able to draw cards. Kazakus will be good later. Like, I could have played him that turn. I don't know. I'd rather draw cards and try to find Olga or something. Gives me Ambush. That's pretty cool. I can play Kazakus and then Bamboozle. And then bounce him back to my hand. Go for a 5-drop. Ideally one with Taunt or Lifesteal. To stop against weapons and whatnot. Summon a copy of this isn't bad. +2/+2 is also not bad. If I generate enough tempo, it could be good. Let's give everything +2/+2, actually. Then go hit and play Bamboozle and see what he tries to hit. If he tries to hit the 3/3 or the 3/1, I'll get a big minion. And then I can maybe go this next turn and pump even just 1 or 2 things would be super good. That's Bamboozle, baby. Give me something insane. You give me a 4/4. You give me my 7-drop as a 4/4. I play that to the best of my ability, and you give me doo-doo water. It's actually so demoralizing. I've low rolled on every single Bamboozle this game. Wicked Stab, Prize Plunderer, Hit Face. We've got these 2 cards, which is fine. We can kill them in the next little bit. Never played with a card like that before in any game. I guess practice makes perfect. Yeah, it's true. With something like a Lucia, it's very hard to play. Every single Bamboozle today has been a bad one. I'm not even exaggerating. If you guys can go back in the stream and find me a timestamp of a singular good Bamboozle, I'm more than happy to, like, look at it, you know? Boom, Tenwu, boom again, and then just maybe make some trades here. And then we get to pump up even more. And then we can just, you know... Do I want to go full face and try to kill him with Alexstrasza next turn? Yeah, we just go face, actually. And then we can save Shadow Step for Alexstrasza, go Alexstrasza, Shadow Step it, and then Alexstrasza next turn. That was a face angle right there. So, Rogue. Rogue is in a really bad spot right now, at least in anything other than High Legend. At High Legend, it's good because there are more control decks and OTK decks and mid-range decks, so you're not going to get rushed down that fast. But this deck really struggles against Face Hunter and Aggro Shaman and even Death Rattle Demon Hunter, and since that makes up most of the meta up until about top 1000 to 2000 Legend, this deck has struggled recently. I don't think I would recommend it for climbing right now unless you are, for some reason, in that super high Legend category, in which case go ahead, play this deck because you'll play into better matchups. But if you're actually looking for a deck to climb, I wouldn't recommend it. But it is still fun to play, so if you're looking more for a fun experience and you're fine at whatever rank you're at, this deck is pretty fun. So overall, I would recommend playing this deck if you want fun. In terms of keeps, things like Blackjack Stunner is actually really good. You might think it's not good, but being able to remove anything on the board and slow down your opponent turn 3 with a secret is huge, by the way. So Blackjack Stunner, Wand Thief, a secret, Efficient Octobot's huge, Swindle's decent, Mancrick and Sparkjoy Chi are insane. That's about it.